Cell memory is part of the journey as a Christian. You can call it curses or you can call it the cell memory. There are blessings on the cell memory, light or darkness. The amount of adrenaline released at the time of the event, based on how stressful the situation feels for you at that moment of trauma, determines the strength of the memory in our spiritual heart throughout our lives. So the amount of adrenaline that happened when, let's say, our accident, that is a cell memory written, and that memory is captive, and that memory is passed on, and that memory stays in you, and that memory controls you. If it's a fearful memory, it's controlled by Satan, because fear is Satan's anointing. Maybe you haven't known that. And faith is Yeshua's anointing. So if that cell memory with the accident is still on us, it will control me. So we call that fear-based memories. There's a lady that I know that her child died. And when a child died, can you imagine the pain? As a mom, I know, I've stood at a bed like that. I know what it feels like when you have no control. And her baby died. And I still believe till the day, her heart broke so much, a part of her heart went to the valley of death. And that memory is on there. She went on with her life, but she just could never cope. She could never cope. And every now and then, darkness took over her mind, and she ends up in a place, in a rehab. Why? This cell memory will rule you. This cell memory is written. Whatever is written on you, this is how your spirit minds work. Whatever is written on it manifests in the front. You won't believe it, but my contact lenses wants to fall out. I wonder if it's so dry. So it's like a photo that you take in life. The moment when her child died, that picture, that emotion, that adrenaline, that everything that happened there, took the picture, here in front, took the picture, send it to the spirit heart, and whatever is on there now will manifest in your life. That is why we need to deal with it. Now I'm talking about you have cell memory of your own and you have cell memory of your generations. And I can't guarantee that because I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking about what I've learned through Holy Spirit. But it will not pay out that on you if there's not a door open. And that door can be a door that you opened up, or it can be genetically. 90% I believe is genetically. That you receive a death marker and that thing paid out on you, and then you live it. It's just like Josh. I mean, I had that disease on my skin, and it was never on him. And when he strikes 16, it paid out on him. Isn't that interesting? Same with all the cell memories. So, this is a programming. A cell memory is like a programming. There's a certain cell memory that you know, if the barrel of even the generational cell memories of so many memories of depression issues, health issues, addiction issues, all these issues are in your cell memory, and the barrel is full. It's going to fall over, and you're going to eat that. There's something that so many people eat, and they just don't know it because of ignorance. You know that big wall? Ignorance, denial. So one of these is because in our seed there are the occult. And I know if you want to get a Christian angry, tell him you have occult seed in you. Oh, so many people get angry with me. Even here in Africa. I mean, Freemason, Broederbond, you have the African cultures. Look at our parliament. Look at our country. So many blood offerings into our minds, and all of a sudden the epigenetic of the ground turns. You know, South Africa is well known for our gold, our platinum, all the metals, and all of a sudden they can't get the metals out. All of a sudden the gold, everything drops, and what's happening? The platinum drops, They can't get it out. Why? There are so many blood offerings. They took the cows and they offer the blood on the grounds, and the blood of that offerings, the epigenetics, turns. So a woman said to me the other day, I don't have Freemason in me. I said, maybe you don't have that, but there's no difference than having any kind of darkness. Darkness is darkness, light is light. If you've opened up somewhere all your generations for the occult, bowing before Baal, not trusting God but trusting other ways, that door is open. And then the Lewis curse pays out. What does that mean? It means for those who turn their back to the occult, this will pay out. Suffering, mental sickness, death will follow you, so many of those. But the greater law. The law of the spirit of life within overrules the law of spirit of death and curse in me. So yes, it's true. And if you don't deal with those things, it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. And the enemy uses our ignorance. He loves it if we don't believe in bloodline curses. He just loves it. If you say, well, whatever she's saying, I don't have that, he'd love that. Am I saying that we're going to get to a place where everything is perfect? I don't think so. But you know what? There's going to be a place where we're going to grow and grow and overcome and overcome and overcome and take back the promised land, take back the promised land, take back the promised land, the spiritual heart, take back the spiritual heart, get all the darkness out, get all the darkness, the Amalekites, all the kites and ites, get them all out and live Christ in me, the hope of glory. Can I guarantee that? Yes, because of the blood of Yeshua. Yes. Is anything too difficult for him? In my 13 years of journey with him, I have seen how we've overcome sicknesses, so many things. And then he started teaching me about this wrong. And he says, Retha, you can live in me constantly. Doesn't matter what you face. You can overcome every single one of them. And I believe this is for you as well as for me. We just need to know that Jesus Christ is the answer. We can never put our eyes on man, because no man can free you. Jesus Christ, he is the higher law, Yahweh Elohim, the higher law. In him we live and have our being.